How did your Harvard Kennedy School of Government education open new possibilities in your public service career?
I am a huge fan of the Harvard Kennedy School. It was probably the best 2 years I've ever spent in academia. When I went to American, it was fascinating because it's such a political place. And I went straight from American to the Kennedy School, so I was on the younger end of the spectrum of all the students. So, it was a very intimidating endeavor. You go in there and, everybody's liberated small countries and started nonprofits and done this, and I was in student government, so you walk in and you're just like, there's no way. They made a mistake. I can't do this. Like, what is it? This is a practical joke or something. And I got there, and I just assumed that everyone was going to be so political. Like, I just imagined it was going to be, American kind of to the next level. And it was the exact opposite. The vast majority of folks that I came into contact with at the Kennedy School were not there for elective office. They weren't planning on running. They were all committed to public service, which was fascinating. So many of them were international, who wanted to be a part of NGOs, who wanted to go to the UN, who wanted to go to the World Bank, and were all really kind of focused on these public-private partnerships, on tri-sector competence, which is an understanding of how the government works with the private sector, works with nonprofits and NGOs. And from a broad kind of educational perspective, that was one of the biggest values I learned at the Kennedy School, that, government is difficult, government can't solve everything. It's an essential part of the process. Too many people don't understand that. So even running for city council right now, so many people kind of ignore the process or don't know what's going on. And city council has a direct impact on their lives every day, right? But then I have so many friends who have started nonprofits that are committed to helping, for example, first-generation college students in New York find jobs and opportunity. And it's been amazing because government can help all three of these things, right? So, government can play a role in helping the educational system to train and, provide better opportunity for first-generation immigrants, and this nonprofit can benefit from funding from the private sector and so on. So there's opportunities for all of that to come together, and the Kennedy School kind of instills that value of thinking outside of the box, breaking down the silos, finding out how to achieve public good. The curriculum at the Kennedy School is amazing. They teach you everything you need to. But when you kind of compare the Kennedy School to any other graduate institution, I think the curriculum is probably pretty similar. What sets it apart is just the access and opportunity that you have to influencers, okay? And that's not just the people who are coming to do study sessions at the Institute of Politics, where you get to have, a face-to-face, sit-down conversation once a week with, somebody like Ted Sorensen, who was there at the time, or, Dan Glickman, who was running the Institute when I was there. It's also about your counterparts as a student body. So we were just totally blessed because they have a mid-career program, so I was able to build relationships with folks who were in business for 10 years and then come to the Kennedy School, or fellow classmates who came from all around the world, and that were there. So when you're at a place like that, and this goes for anywhere, if you're at NYU, Columbia, don't get kind of caught up in just the academic curriculum, because so much of the opportunity at institutions like this come outside of the classroom. It's all these working breakfasts and the speakers and, the clubs and the organizations. You have to kind of get out of your comfort zone and kind of maximize what you're going to get out of the place. And at the Harvard Kennedy School, it's just a remarkable, set of people and opportunities, and you really kind of got to capitalize on all of it. So sometimes if it came down to studying harder for a test or going to, see a speech that the president of Pakistan was going to be making, then you jump on it.
Yeah.